to unruly horror. I have been away for a while, but sorry about that. Like, what can I say? Had a bit of a personal emergency, which is kind of over, which unfortunately meant I couldn't film reactions or anything. This is why the DVDs for this month are late. But anyway, I found some spare time today, and oops, forgot to turn that off. So anyway, this is my what I bought this month, January 2022. God, I started these in 2020. I've come a long way. I haven't shaved. I need to. I look a state. I'm sorry. It's been a mess. Anyway, I'm going to have to try and quickly do these today. So anyway, I made a mistake with one. I'll explain later. First up, Hostel Part 3. I used to own Hostel. I still do. Hostel Part 1. Only thing is, I don't know what Hostel Part 2 is. I bought it as a double set with Hostel, and I don't know where number 2 is. So at the moment I've got number 1, number 3 on Blu-ray, which I haven't seen before, and number 2 is missing. Might have to buy that again at some point. I did see the first opening, which I gotta say, it's good, because if you know about Hostel, you know, like, it's about these people who kidnap. But the thing is, at the start, it's about this American guy goes in a hotel room, and there's like two, I think it's Russian people, a man and a woman. And then the woman has an medical emergency, and you think this is a plot to get him kidnapped. Turns out it's the opposite way. He's actually working for the company and they kidnap the man and the woman. It's a good twist, I was at the start. It looks good from, reading it. And yeah, I can't wait to watch number 3. I'm not putting these today because it's a bit crowded. But okay, have I seen this one? Yes, I have. Next up, again with the Blu-rays, Purge election year. I know the Forever Purge got released sometime last year, and I've only seen, I think I'm only missing Purge Forever and the TV series. No, and the first Purge I haven't seen. So I've seen Purge 1, 2, election year. I just need the first Purge and the Forever Purge when it gets released, and the TV series if I get around to watching it. I liked it, especially I like the little arc at the shop with these people. If you don't know the Purge, this is set like 20 years in the future. It's set during the elections where, what do you call her name? Charlie Rowan is running for president, and she wants to beat the new founding fathers, to stop the Purge. And it's all about her, the god, the founding fathers trying to kill her so they win. The shopkeeper and his friends who are trying to protect the shop. I can't explain it because you just need to watch it if you haven't seen it. It's a good film. I watched this about 2 years ago. If you always want to see like a preview of it, Dead Meat has a kill count of it. I always recommend him if you want to check out a film to see if it looks okay, and then watch it after. Because if you just watch the kill count for the kills, I'd always recommend just buying the film, because like I've got a load of films I didn't even know about from Dead Meat, like The Hunt, one of my favourites, Ready or Not. Yeah, go ahead and watch it. I'll put this. Okay. Next on the Blu-ray list, Day of the Dead. This isn't the George A. Romero one. It's the remake of, it says there. I first watched this, when I first bought this, I bought it at a second-hand shop, I think. Like a second-hand DVD shop. And it's because I wanted to watch Day of the Dead, George Romero's Day of the Dead. But they didn't have Day of the Dead. They had this, which I thought was George Romero's, till I put it on. And I said, well, hang on, this isn't what it says on Wikipedia. Looked it up, it's the remake. It's got Minas Suavari, if that's how you pronounce it, who was in American Pie, as the lead actress, the soldier who is trying to survive with the group, which is Jeffrey Riddick, who's from Final Destination. It also, Hugh Skinner is in it. I think his name's Hugh Skinner. I first remembered because when I first got this was 2012. In Les Mis, the film had been released and he's plays a small role in it. But now you would know him from Mamma Mia 2, where he played a young Pierce Brosnan, and the Royal, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a comedy program where he plays Prince William. What can I say about this? It's, as much as it's a remake, I wouldn't say it's really a remake, it's more of a based on situation. Because there's like a little bit of underground bunker. There's a zombie that keeps his brains about him, which is good, because apparently he's a vegetarian. So that means he's a vegetarian zombie. I like that. It was a bit quirky, I liked it. Ooh, what can I... It's different. You know, it's a different kind of zombie film compared to the other Romero kind of films, such as Land of the Dead and all that. It's a bit cheaply made, I would say, some of this effects for the zombies. Especially, you can tell a bit CGI, but you know what? It's just one of those films where you're like, okay, it's a bit low budget. What can they do? They had to do with what they had, so don't really judge it there. You know, I like it. I do. Although the sequel to this, Day of the Dead Bloodline, is we're not talking about that, but if you want to watch it, last I seen it was on Netflix. That's where I watched it. Bit disappointing. Okay, the next film is a one I thought I didn't have, but I've got on DVD. It's The Pact. I remember this trailer. I loved the trailer so much I had to get the DVD. And I thought, oh, I'll buy The Pact. It's Blu-ray, it was on the deals. Turns out I've got it. But what can you do? But to be fair, the disc for The Pact is scratched to hell. Because back in 2015, when the house got done out, I put a lot of boxes of DVDs in storage. In some stuff, I think I've told this story, I lost a lot of DVDs because the case got separated, the discs got separated. It was a mess. Some had to get chucked out. The disc for The Pact was out of its case, lying on carpet underneath drawers for like 5 years until I found it in 2020. I haven't tried playing it yet, but it is scratched to hell. So, in case that doesn't work, I've got a Blu-ray backup. So fingers crossed for it. Damn arthritis. Fingers crossed for that. I'm going to pay for that later. Okay, onto the DVDs. There was an order I wanted to do them, and I've completely forgot the order. Hang on. I want you last. Yes, I'll do it this way. Okay. First of the 4 DVDs I bought was Mimic. To be honest, I only really bought this because it says Mira. I'm not good with names, people. I can't pronounce names. Mira Sorvino? Mira Sorvino? That name. I only bought it because she was in, and F. Murray Abraham's in it. And it's a... for fuck's sake. I don't know what condition I have up here that makes me unable to pronounce names. Guillermo del Toro film. He directed it. I'm terrible. I know, I'm terrible. So, it's a modern cult classic, apparently. An electrifying thriller brings the epic battle between man and nature to life when the team of scientists discover a glitch in the miracle cure. With the power to mimic and destroy its every... Oh, wow, that actually does sound good. So basically it's like an extinction level event facing Earth over this miracle cure that'll mimic people. Ooh, you know what? I'm excited to watch that now. Damn. Okay. I'll make sure to watch that either tonight or tomorrow because I'm watching Grey's Anatomy at the moment. Anyway, next up. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. If you know me, I like me Conjuring films. Actually, with this, I've got all of them now. This is the 3rd Conjuring film, but in the Conjuring universe, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th film. Previous films are The Conjuring, The Conjuring 2, Annabelle, Annabelle Creations, Annabelle Comes Home, The Nun, and The Curse of La Llorona. If you're going to say The Curse of La Llorona, pronounce it better, people. It's not The Curse of La Llorona, it's La Llorona. It's a Y. Cheers, Lola, for pointing that out, by the way, if you ever watch this. It was a bit of a letdown. I watched this a few days ago. If you watch The Conjuring 1 and you watch The Conjuring 2, they've got a distinctive feel about them. You know, they portray their case so well. And I don't know, it just feels different. It doesn't feel like the classic Conjuring film. The story kind of drags on and they introduce this like other witchy kind of person as some kind of manipulative force in this possession case. And if you know what the case is about, The Devil Made Me Do It, like it's a real case where this like little kid did actually get possessed and went into the sister's boyfriend who then murdered the landlord. I mean, what they did at the start was perfect, you know, showing like the murder, the possession, everything. That was good. The first half hour was good. And I don't know, it just went downhill after that. It just went downhill to where they introduced this old priest whose daughter is now this witch who's trying to summon a demon to give it soul. And it's like, it just lost us. I will admit, it just lost us at the end. Like, the first half I thought was good. And it just started going downhill to the point I'm thinking, hang on. The Conjuring I like. The Conjuring 2 I like. This. I don't know, I just can't get away with it. I hope they do better in the future. If they ever make another Conjuring film or another Conjuring universe film, I hope they do better. That's all I'm going to say. Next up is a film I used to own on DVD, and I probably sold it, but I've been collecting this franchise back from only owning one of them. Scream 4. Now, I don't know how many times I watched Scream 4 or how many times I've watched Scream 1, 2, 3 and 4. But with, Scream 5, which I like Scream 5. I've seen people saying they don't like it. I like it. One of the scenes broke me a little heart. If you know, you know, it's Ghostface saying it's an honour. I literally cried during, I don't normally cry watching stuff. I cried a tear when that death happened. Released in 2011. It's a change because, everybody thought Scream 3 was, the end. Then this comes out, and I remember this being in cinemas. I was too young to go see it, grumble. But, I only owned the trilogy at home, so you know what? I was like, alright, I'll wait for it to come out on DVD. What's different is it isn't like Sydney based. These introduces more characters, and it's a twist on the whole 90s slasher because it tries to be modern. It introduces films having like long franchises like Jason, Halloween, Friday. I've just said Jason, Friday. Freddy having 6, 7 films that at the end go into space and everything. This addresses, getting back to basics. Just like, Scream 5 kind of does the whole rebooting the genre, but not rebooting the genre in a sense. If you don't know what Scream 4, I'll just read what it says at the back. Sydney Prescott, now the author of a self-help book, returns home to Woodsboro on the last stop of her book tour. There she reconnects with Sheriff Dewey and Gail, who are now married, as well as her cousin Jill and her Aunt Kate. Unfortunately, Sydney's appearance also brings about the return of Ghostface, putting Sydney, Gail, Dewey, along with Jill and her friends in the hotel of Woodsboro in danger. Unfortunately, that was the last film Wes Craven ever made before his death in 2015. And a lot of people, like me included, thought that was going to be the end of the Scream franchise because we couldn't see it going any further. But with Scream 5, I was hesitant. I did think, is it going to be okay without Wes Craven? But you know what? They did perfectly well. And I hope Scream 6 is announced because me and my friend have been talking a lot about it. And we hope a lot of stuff gets answered. Because they left a lot of questions in Scream 5. They left a lot of questions unanswered. Okay, last but not least, that is creepy. You know how I've just said me and my friend have been talking about Scream 5? I've just seen a message from hers just popped up. Now that is a bit of a coincidence, that. Anyway, last but not least, again, another franchise I've been collecting. Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. People, I've been collecting one each month for God knows how long. And I am so close to having every single Jason film. All I need now is Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason, and the remake. And I am officially done collecting the Friday the 13th films. Even though this one is arguably the worst film in the franchise. It was written, I think, in a few days. They had a first-time director filming it, who used a lot of slow motion. I'm going back from the kill count. Yeah, Jason really is only in it at the start and at the end, because Jason now possesses people with a slug that's apparently his soul. I need to give it a watch, just build up an actual opinion of it. But anyway, that's going to be it, guys. Hope everyone's staying safe out there, and I hope to be back soon. Fingers crossed. Have a nice day.